This is how I write off a business trip every quarter, step by step. Hey, everybody, I'm Christopher Small. I'm the owner of Big Bird Accounting. We do bookkeeping for law firm owners, and we're super good at it. Okay, if you are a law firm owner and you need help with your books, cleanup, monthly P&L, balance sheet, trust account reconciliation, bigbirdaccounting.com, set up a time to talk with me. Okay, so I just got back from Hilton Head, South Carolina yesterday. I went there on a trip with my wife. We went for about 4 days, and we do this pretty much every quarter, and it is a business trip, and we write off pretty much the whole thing. Not everything. If we do something fun for personal use, we went and took an alligator tour, for example, that's personal expense. Okay, we don't write that off. But the travel, the lodging, meals, things like that, we write it off. Here's how we do it. Okay, so first things first, we take this trip with a very specific business purpose in mind. It is a strategic planning trip for our business. Okay, I'm gonna just set the table there. Okay, we have an agenda that we follow pretty much every day. The agenda kind of goes like this. I'm going to tell you the basic agenda. I will tell you that we have very specific things that we are set to talk about and work on every single day. Okay, so we have like a basic agenda. I'm going to tell you how we have fun and like do our things. And they have a specific agenda, things that we talk about specifically that are sort of business related. So number one, the way that we structure our days, and you can structure your days however you like. This is how I like it. It's fun for me. Step one, first of all, in the morning, we usually do some kind of activity. Okay, whether we play tennis, I'll go to the gym even before we do tennis, or we do something like I said, we went and we did that gator like thing. We kind of do that in the morning, gets us out of bed, gets the blood flowing, gets us going, gets us up when we're sort of like could be in vacation mode if we're not careful. Once that's done, then we basically spend the rest of the morning and the sort of like the rest of the afternoon doing business stuff. We will typically go to the hotel bar, the beach bar, the pool, wherever we are. We'll have our laptops, we'll get plugged in, we'll get set up, and we will get to work. Some of the things that we talk about while we were on these trips, we review the previous quarter, the previous quarter's numbers, our previous quarter's goals, previous quarter's outcomes, and we think about whether or not we did what we wanted to do in the prior quarter. Then we will also look year to date. Okay, so are the numbers tracking where we want them to go? If yes, if no, why not? We will talk about and think about these things and kind of get in depth with what we want to do. Number three, we will look to what we want to do in this next quarter. So like Q4 2025 right now is something that we talked about in depth. What are our goals? What do we want to tweak based on what's happened in the past? Do we want to switch it up? All these different things we talk about. And the way that we typically do this, by the way, and I would encourage you to do this with your business partners. I would like to take some time to reflect alone and think and take notes and then meet together and talk about our own thoughts, objectives, goals, things like that. The numbers we look at together, because ball don't lie when it comes to numbers. If, by the way, you have clean books, which is a great reminder. If you need clean books, by the way, here's the standard. If you haven't done your bookkeeping in the last 2 months, you need a bookkeeper, okay? Go to bigbirdaccounting.com and set up a time to talk with me, and I will talk to you about what we do and how we do it. I guarantee you our prices are better than anyone else. Our service is better than everyone else's. Our processes and systems are better than everyone else's. We're just better, okay? bigbirdaccounting.com. All right. Once we do that, once we do our look to for the quarter, then we typically will look ahead to like at least another 6 months and often a year, right? In Q4, it's easy to look to what do we want to accomplish in 2026, for example, but we will often look forward a whole year about what do we want to do, where do we want to be, what are the things that we want to eliminate or add in that time, and then we will plan those out. We will strategically plan those out, okay? That is our process, okay, for these trips. And we pretty much will do these every single quarter. We go to different places depending on the time of the year and our own availability and things like that. And typically they're between 3 and 4 days long. Okay, so not super long. It's a business trip, which is why. Okay, so that's what we do. That's how we do our business. And now I want to tell you why it's legal. Okay, how can we do this? It's a good question. So first of all, anything that you're going to run through your business is expensable if it is ordinary and necessary business expense. Okay, now you might be thinking to yourself, is travel ever really ordinary and necessary? Yeah, it is. Okay. First of all, you have to travel for conferences. Sometimes you have to travel to meet people, but you can also travel to change your environment and give yourself an opportunity for concentration, reflection, and lack of distractions. Okay. If I try to sit in my office, for example, and do these things, I've got people calling me. I've got people trying to have meetings with me. I've got emails coming in. I've got distractions with family. I've got all kinds of distractions. I want to try to avoid these so that we can do some work, some big thought work. Okay. So that's how you sort of get there into your ordinary and necessary business purpose. People do this stuff all the time. It is 100% a legal write-off. Now, if you're going to bring your spouse, this is, I guess, an important point. If they are not a part of the business, then you can't write their travel off. You can't write their meals off. You can't write that stuff off. Brooke and I own Big Bird Accounting together. We work in the business together. We have separate roles, and it's very helpful for us as business partners to meet and strategically think and work on this business. That's why we can write the whole thing off. When we travel, like for a law firm business, because I own a law firm as well, we don't do the same thing. Okay, we just write my travel off or whatever we're doing. So keep that in mind. Okay, if you're going to bring your spouse and they're not connected to the business, they can still come. You just can't write their part off through your business, not a business expense. Okay. So ordinary and necessary is the most important thing. You want to make sure that you have an actual agenda, that you follow the agenda, that you actually do some work, and that you have something that you can show if, the IRS ever questions what you did on that trip. Document, document, document. Okay. Doesn't have to be crazy in depth, but if you have an agenda for each day, make sure you just write that down and follow it. Okay. That's how we do it. So quarterly trip, strategic business planning, super helpful for our business. It actually does move the needle for us big time. Allows us to get away, to think, to plan, and to put together our thoughts distraction free. And you can do the same. Okay. Hopefully this helped. If it did, that's great. If you want more videos like this, you should hit the subscribe or follow button. Stop playing around. Okay. If you have questions, thoughts, comments, leave them. I will answer them. And again, if you are a law firm owner and you need help with your books, talk to us. BigBirdAccounting.com. All right. That is it for today. I am Christopher Small. I'm the owner of Big Bird Accounting. We do bookkeeping for law firm owners and we're super good at it. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Appreciate you. I'll talk to you again soon.